like to do a pre-game analysis with Brussels' own Mr. Football, the EU Commissioner for Intergenerational Fairness, Youth, Culture and Sport, Glenn Micallef. Welcome to the program. Good to see you on the set this morning. So I remember a conversation you and I were having about half a year ago in which you said that Spain would win the World Cup. Are you still standing by your prognosis?
I said it half a year ago. I said it before the World Cup started, and I'll stick to my guns on this one. I think the Spanish team has been a strong team. You know, people were writing them off after they drew in the first match against Cape Verde. But this is what happened in 2010 when they won it. They lost the opening fixture at the time to Switzerland. They struggled in the first match this time around with Cape Verde. But I still think they're the strongest team in this tournament.
What about Argentina? Would you have preferred England as a finalist to have two European teams?
I was rooting for England in this match. First of all, I've been watching the English Premier League as far as I can remember. I think the Englishmen had a pretty good run in this tournament. They were a strong and formidable team. I mean, amazing players. How good is Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane?
Amazing, yeah.
Elliot Anderson, for me, has broke out on the global stage in this tournament.
Spence comes to mind. Yeah.
Jet Spence also had a couple of good games. Now, I was kind of expecting. I wanted the English to make it.
Let's take a look back at this tournament already. Did football unite the world as FIFA always advertises?
Look, away from all the controversy that surrounded this World Cup, I think it was a pure joy to watch the tournament. So there was a great atmosphere. The football was simply amazing, and I have this image which is still stuck in my mind, and I can't help but reflect on it whenever I get asked this question of what happened during the Argentina-Egypt match. Mm-hmm. The images from Gaza and children coming together, despite how hard the situation is, to watch the game. Mm-hmm. And this is the beautiful thing about football. For 90 minutes, you can forget about everything that's going on around you and just focus on.
You mentioned Egypt. I mean, we've seen strong performances from teams from Africa, from Asia. Has football become more competitive globally?
Well, we've seen teams, South American teams and African teams, perform really well. The Ivory Coast team has been really good. Morocco has been really good. So I think football has grown in these continents, and now we're seeing much more quality players coming up from these systems. Mm. But the fact remains that the best talent, the best football is still being played in Europe, and that's something which
of course
makes me very proud.
I mean,
if you look at the last 8 teams, 6 of them were European teams, and that tells you something.
Right, and even it's not only EU; it's also Switzerland and
Europe. I'm saying Europe.
Was it a smart idea to give the tournament to 3 host countries?
I think people were concerned about this. At the end, I feel it worked out really well. So the changes made to the tournament, the fact that it's grown to 48 teams, people were skeptical about that. I think the format worked. Yeah. The changes to the rules, people were also skeptical about them. With the exception of the hydration breaks, which were quite controversial.
Commercial breaks, yeah.
You can call them whatever you like. But the other changes to the rules made the game simply more exciting. So faster throw-ins, people wasting time are not allowed. You know, it made the game more interesting to watch.
So we're going to have 3 hosts again in 4 years, Spain, Portugal, Morocco. And they're also considering having 60 countries participate. Do you support that?
Well,
instead of 48 right now?
Look, with 48, I think it worked quite well. Taking it to 60, well, I'm not sure. I wouldn't write it off immediately. So I think an enlarged tournament made it more exciting, more fans, more opportunities to watch football. In a tournament like this, I can't get enough of this. So it's almost bittersweet that it's coming to an end. And I think people were having concerns, myself included. I was having concerns about safety, security, about the atmosphere, about the fans being about the stadiums being half empty. Ultimately, it turned out great. So, congratulations to the hosts, to the organizers, because finally it was a great tournament.
Just a very quick one. What are the biggest challenges for global football going forward? Is it political interference? Is it money, or is it nothing at all?
Had you asked me this before the tournament, I would have said sustainability, creating a sustainable system where it becomes a lot easier without excessive commercialization for football to continue to flourish. I think what happened with the interference during this World Cup was
we don't want to talk about this anymore. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for being on the show today. That was great. And that's it for today. Marek Gwynne-Jones will be in this chair next week. I'm Stefan Grobe. Thank you for watching. Take care and enjoy the game on Sunday. See you soon.
See you.